Hello again, Panther dudes and dudettes. It's Mr. Vaiden with another story from our 5-minute True Stories Animal BFFs, written by Aubre Andrus, published by Scholastic. Thanks again to Scholastic for allowing us to record these so that you can enjoy them at home. Today we have a special story about a baby deer and a rabbit, Bambi and Ben. The Disney movie Bambi begins when Bambi loses his mother. Luckily, his woodland forest friends like Thumper the rabbit cheer him up and become his family. This story is the same, but it's true. During a bad storm one night in Montana, a baby deer sat shivering cold and wet on the side of a dark road. He was alone. His mom had accidentally been hit by a car, and now he was an orphan. He didn't know what to do. A driver saw the little fawn and pulled over. She didn't want to leave him there. It was hard for drivers to see during the storm, and more cars were headed that way. The fawn was unhurt, but he was so scared. The driver wrapped him in her jacket. Then she picked up the baby deer and placed him in her car. She decided to call him Bambi. Bambi was still scared when he got to his new home. But there were other animals inside to greet him. First, he met a German shepherd named Stasha. Bambi didn't want to drink the milk that his new family tried to feed him, but Stasha made him try it so he'd feel better. They were right. He needed to eat. Stasha the dog stayed with Bambi the next few days and comforted him. 1 week later, Bambi was feeling great and the storms had passed. He ventured outside to explore his new home. Outside, there were even more furry friends. The big yard was near a barn and lots of wild animals. The first animals Bambi met were a group of rabbits. They sniffed one another and touched noses. Then they started to play. The rabbits hopped around the yard and Bambi followed their furry tails. He even pulled on them with his teeth. Ouch! But he was just playing.
Musician is the best way to learn, practice, and master the guitar. Just grab your acoustic or electric and play along.
Bambi and one rabbit named Ben became really good friends. Rabbits like to eat dandelions, so Bambi thought he'd give the yellow flowers a try like his pal. But the rabbits thought, "Hey, that's our lunch," and pulled the flowers from Bambi's mouth. When they were done eating, they headed to the barn to cuddle together and rest. Bambi played with the rabbits in the barn every day. He even got to play with more dogs and cats, too. The dogs liked to play tag with him. The cats liked to lick him. Bambi had found a great new family. One afternoon, a few deer wandered into the yard. They noticed Bambi and wanted to get to know him. Bambi was shy at first. He didn't want to leave his old friends. Then he gathered some courage and began to play with the new deer friends. He was glad he did because it was fun. The deer kept coming back to visit Bambi. Soon he was playing more and more with his deer friends and less with his rabbit, dog, and cat friends. Finally, he decided it was time for him to leave and go live with the other deer. It was sad when Bambi left. The animals all missed him, but one day Bambi came back to visit. It was such a surprise, and his old pals, especially Ben, were so happy. Bambi realized that it's okay to make new friends, as long as you remember to keep the old ones too. One can never have too many friends, human or furry. I hope you enjoyed this story. Come back and we'll read another one soon. Take care.